Bob Vylan, silenced for truth, not hate, the censorship of a people's hero. In a time when the world is screaming for truth, one voice dared to cut through the noise, and it got him dropped. Bob Vylan, the fiercely outspoken UK artist, was removed from the lineup of the Manchester Music Festival for doing what many fear to do, speaking the truth about the slaughter of children in Palestine. Yes, he chanted, and maybe his words weren't polished for PR. But genocide isn't polite. The bombs raining down on Gaza don't come with content warnings. The mutilated bodies of thousands of Palestinian children don't care for your brand's image or festival aesthetics. So let's ask the only question that matters. Is it more offensive to say F***genocide, or D** to IDF, or to stay silent while children are murdered? The crime? Speaking up. What did Bob Vylan do? He used his stage, his art, his voice, to condemn genocide. In a sea of corporate-backed silence and pop artists more afraid of losing brand deals than losing their souls, he stood up. He said what needed to be said. And for that, he was erased. Let's be honest, this isn't about tone. This is about control. Bob Vylan was not removed for violating values or spreading hate. He was removed because he refused to bow down to sanitized narratives, the kind that pretend neutrality in the face of war crimes. His chant was real, raw, and righteous. And that's exactly why they couldn't tolerate it. When festivals choose PR over humanity, art is supposed to disturb. Protest is supposed to be loud. If a music festival becomes a garden of beige neutrality, then it is no longer a space for artists. It's a billboard for corporate cowardice. By dropping Bob Vylan, the Manchester Music Festival sent a clear message. You can dance. You can sing. But don't you dare speak truth to power, especially if that truth exposes our complicity. But they've underestimated the power of people. They've forgotten what makes an artist unforgettable: integrity, rage, and resistance. Bob Vylan, a hero for the silenced. This moment matters because Bob Vylan is not just an artist. He's a symbol. A symbol of what happens when black, angry, aware voices step onto a stage and refuse to play by colonial rules. He's not alone. Many artists are being muzzled, blacklisted, and erased for daring to speak on Palestine. And it is happening with surgical precision, all while the genocide continues. But Bob Vylan didn't ask for applause. He demanded justice. He shouted for the dead. And now we shout for him. Free speech? Only if you stay silent. What happened to freedom of speech? What happened to the right to protest, to cry out, to scream when we see genocide unfold before our eyes? Let's be clear. You can't claim to stand for human rights and then cancel those who defend them. You can't say, never again, and then look away when it happens again, to someone else's children. You can't pretend art is activism and then exile artists who are activists. Bob Vylan is not the problem. The system that punishes him is. Rise and shine, Bob Vylan. The stage they took from him is temporary. But his name? His fire? His truth? Unforgettable. To every young artist watching this, afraid to speak out, let Bob Vylan be your call to courage. To every fan, follower, and fellow human, stand with those who shout when silence becomes complicity. History won't remember the comfortable. It remembers the brave. And Bob Vylan? He's on the right side of history.